Okay, and we are live. ¿Qué tal, amigos? Stuart here from Spain Speaks with this evening's live stream at 7:30 p.m. It's the 23rd of November, 2023, and we're going to have a look at some of the main stories that have been breaking in the press here in Spain today, also in recent times, plus some comments that have been left on videos too. And in the second half of this evening's live stream, around 15, 16, 17 minute mark, we'll go into the chat section here and check out what is happening there. So if you're in the chat section, say hello. Now we'll get straight into the news, and first piece of news today is that Spain loses more than 100,000 births in a decade. Many women who want to become mothers will not become mothers, someone is quoted as saying. In the last decade, the number of births in Spain has fallen by 27.6%. This is reflected in the latest INE data published yesterday. In 2022, 329,251 children were born, which is 2.4% less 8,129 compared to the previous year, and much less than the 454,648 children born in 2012. In addition, the percentage of foreign mothers increased, standing at 23.04%, 75,869, compared to the 21.43% recorded in 2021. In other words, in Spain, fewer and fewer women are having children, and at the same time, more and more foreign women are having children. On average, Spanish women have children at 33.1 years of age, while women born outside Spain but who have children here do so at 30.5 years of age. So there we go, perhaps one of the biggest problems facing Spain, not only Spain, but other developed economies, let's say, that people are not having children like they used to do. And as we saw there in 2012, was it? 100,000 more children born than last year. So that's the issue. The reasons, well, basically, women and or families are starting working later. They're having trouble getting housing. That's also an issue. And people like to live their lives rather than settle down with children. Although they like to live a single life, I would say. That could be also one of the reasons there. But as we saw, people coming into the country from other countries having more kids. Second piece of news, and it is that the police have arrested Pablo Lucini, leader of Democracia Nacional, and 3 other extremists for the protests in Ferraz. The National Police arrested Pablo Lucini, leader of the extreme right-wing group Democracia Nacional, at his home this morning. The Madrid Information Brigade has also arrested 3 other extremists who have participated in the last 2 weeks in the violent protests against the headquarters of the PSOE in Ferraz Street. Sources in the case explain that the charge against this young man, a student of political science, is for public disorder. His words are these: races exist and an ethnic chaos is currently taking place that could put an end to the racial identity of the nation Spain. Those were his words. The leader, or one of the leaders of this Democracia Nacional party, which for the last couple of weeks has been creating some disturbances at the, as we saw there, the PSOE, the political party in power currently, their headquarters on Ferraz Street in Madrid. And apparently there are still crowds gathering most nights, although not as big as they were a couple of weeks ago. Next piece of news here, and some more bad news for the population, and it is that obesity and excess weight are soaring in Spain. 55% of Spanish adults now suffer from them. Researchers of the National Epidemiology Center of the Carlos III Health Institute and the Spanish Agency for Food Safety and Nutrition have published a large updated study to estimate the prevalence of obesity and excess weight in Spain. The results of the research highlight that obesity rates are higher in men, both in adults and in children and adolescents. A lower level of education, a lower than average income, a disability, and the presence in the household of people with obesity are factors that predispose to excess weight. Being overweight affects 1/3 of the child and adolescent population and 1 in 10 is obese. So another problem right up there with the lack of children, and it is obesity, obviously coming from dietary habits, as we can see here, not exercising perhaps as much as they should, lower than average income, also one of the problems, and education, also an issue there when it comes to people putting on excess weight. And it is a problem that a lot of people suffer. Those bad habits creep in, especially with so many bad food choices available out there in Spanish supermarkets currently. The big supermarket chains every year put up more and more, they add more and more, what do they call, pre-prepared meals to the offer, and people tend to buy those because, as I said, the supermarkets are putting more and more of this type of food on the shelves, and people moving towards that type of food. Obviously, lack of time could also be one of the reasons why people are changing their dietary habits. Don't know. Next piece of news here, and it is that Renfe and Adif strike across Spain. Dates affected trains and minimum services. Renfe and Adif will go on strike on the 24th and 30th of November and the 1st, 4th and 5th of December due to the unease and uncertainty generated in the workforces of both companies by the transfer of Rodalies from the state to the Generalitat de Catalunya, agreed by the PSOE and ERC. The call will affect Cercanía services, medium and long distance trains, as well as AVE, AVE and AVLO, and other incidents have not been ruled out. But the good news is that tomorrow, the strike that was planned for the 24th has been called off. Apparently, Renfe don't want their strike to coincide with another strike that has been called by the political party Vox, therefore scrapping the strike tomorrow. So normal train services tomorrow, but for the 30th, 1st, 4th and 5th of December, still striking action to be held, unless, of course, the parties can sit down and come to an agreement, because they're not happy that the central Spanish government has handed over the rail services, or will hand over the rail services, to the Catalan government. They want to be controlled by the central government, not by the Catalans. It's as simple as that. And the last piece of news here, and it is a strange piece of news, didn't know this was happening, and it is that ChatGPT gives the winning number of El Gordo of the Christmas Lottery 2023, and it sold out within hours, that number. The eruption of artificial intelligence in our lives seems to have no limits. It not only threatens the employment situation of some professions, it improves the workloads of others, poses a new challenge for the teaching of the future, and raises controversy over its application in social networks. Now it could also ruin the magic of Christmas, specifically that of the extraordinary Christmas lottery draw, if its prediction comes true. After asking ChatGPT what will be the most likely combination of the 10th winner of the Gordo on the 22nd of December, its answer has disappointed more than one, as the 10th it revealed is already sold out. So there we go. ChatGPT predicting lottery numbers here in Spain. Not sure if this is happening in other countries around the world. Let me know if it's happening in the UK, the USA, wherever you are, if ChatGPT is being used to predict outcomes. So let me know. And it will be interesting to see if the number that ChatGPT predicted is the number drawn on the, the 22nd of December. And if you're lucky enough to have one of those numbers, I'm sure that you are excited. Now, the first comment, this one here from Meat Money Milk. The new Argentine president isn't right-wing. He's a libertarian. He is the first libertarian in history to become the head of state of a country. Yeah, thanks for that, Meat Money Milk. Not sure if you are correct there, because everything that I have read on the internet says that he is right-wing. He might be a libertarian, but he is right-wing according to the press. And every press outlet that I have read, regardless of the political persuasion of that press outlet, says that he's right-wing. And some of the things that he has put forward are definitely down the right-wing path. So don't know whether you are correct, but we'll open it up for debate. But Mr. Milei is the new president of Argentina, and he is promising some big changes to a country that, let's be honest, has some problems and have had some problems for a long time, basically because they seem to vote for the same politicians over and over and over again. And as I said, the country has seen better days. So let's see if Mr. Milei does make a change and if the changes prove popular. Next one here from Julian. Hi, Stu. You mentioned in that PSOE, you mentioned that the PSOE party has been around for 50 years. Actually, it's been around for 144 years. The party was founded by the Galician Pablo Iglesias in 1879. He also founded UGT Workers' Union. Love your videos. Thanks, Julian, for that. And sorry if I did get that wrong the other day. What I meant was that the political parties since democracy was restored in this country. That's what I meant to say. And it's around 42 or 43 years, I think, because I imagine that during the Franco regime, political parties were banned, and unions most likely were as well. Don't quote me on that. I'm sure Wikipedia will be able to give you an answer. But yeah, it is a political party with a long history, founded by Pablo Iglesias, but over the last 45, 50 years, it's when they have come into their own, let's say, as the first, it wasn't the first, but probably the most important period of that transition, the PSOE party was in power. The next one here from DC. I believe that should read as 15 million, not the 15th of March or May. Ha ha ha. Yeah, a couple of people said this, and a couple of people are wrong, because the 15M that we saw the other day refers to a month. Here in Spain, I didn't know the month, whether it was March or whether it was May. It was either one of the two. Apparently it's May, the 15th of May, and it was a political movement that popped up as a result of the poor economic situation of Spain. Nothing to do with millions, nothing to do with any other word that starts with the letter M, but it is a month. And here in Spain, they do tend to abbreviate important dates like that. For example, the last elections were on the 23rd of July. They talk about the 11th of September, the 11S. They also talk about a terrorist attack here in Madrid. I think it was the 15th of something as well, March, I think that was. So they do talk in dates here with those with a number and then the first initial of the month. So in this case, 15th of May was when that Podemos party arose or rose up. The next one here from Buena Vista, I presume this is New Zealand. Hello, we're flying to Spain in 2 days' time. Will be our first time back in the country since 2020. Can't wait. Yeah, hope all goes well. A lot of people are coming back to Spain for the first time since 2020, when, of course, it was virtually impossible to travel that year, internationally at least. And if you are in New Zealand, I imagine it was impossible to get in or out of New Zealand for a period there like it was in Australia. Not easy to get in or out from those countries. And good luck with your trip. Hope all goes well. And I imagine, whenever that one day goes, I imagine that you're on your way. Another one here from Ralph. Hello, can you buy Rubus gas bottles in Spain? The answer is no. I've never seen Rubus gas bottles. I've seen them in Portugal. Rubus, of course, is I think it's a French company, a French gas company. Big presence in Portugal at a street level. You'll see the Rubus gas bottles around the place. Here in Spain, I think it might operate under a different name, but I'm not sure whether they're selling butane gas in bottles. Not sure. I'm sure somebody will be able to tell us if that is the case, but I haven't seen the Rubus brand in Spain. I've seen Repsol, I've seen Cepsa. That's about it. Maybe BP, not sure. But in Portugal, you'll get your Galps, you'll get your Rubus gas, which is a distributor. Maybe they distribute BP, or I don't know exactly what they distribute there. And you'll also get your Galp in Portugal in gas, and a couple of other brands as well. But here in Spain, the only ones that I've seen, I don't use bottled gas at home, so I don't really have a need for it. But Repsol definitely, and Cepsa definitely. Rubus, not sure. And let us know if there are any other gas brands out there. Another one here from Alan, I think this is. Graffiti done well can look good. That mindless tagging by people who have no artistic talent makes everything look terrible. The prolific taggers should be locked up, or at very least made to clear it up when they are caught. Yeah, the problem is they're never caught. That's the issue, right? So all of this tag graffiti all over Spain, especially where I live here, it is everywhere. It's on every piece of infrastructure, bridges, walls, anything you want, it's covered in this tag graffiti. And it's the same names time after time after time, and they never get caught. That's it. I went to a village the other day, or a small town where they had painted wall murals or wall art, if you like, and there was a theme behind it, a Roman theme. And apparently the council got artists in to paint these pictures to bring people to the village, because the village is, or the town is dying. It has a very small population, 345 people, not a lot of young people, not a lot of jobs, and they want to bring people there if they can. And they thought that this was a way to do it, considering that there has been a recent archaeological discovery, I think in the last 10 years or so, of a Roman ruins not far from the town, and I think they want to combine the two somehow. So good luck to them. But the wall art was attractive in my opinion, and it did brighten up an otherwise dull town. And the final one here from the Morning Glory. I've been watching your videos for roughly 5 years. I like how you're one of the few YouTubers that respect a person's privacy and blur their identity out unless they give you consent. So many bloggers and content creators wave their camera around in public without regard for someone's privacy. Cheers from the US. Yeah, I tend to go out of my way to blur people that pop up in videos. Basically because of that privacy issue. Here in Spain, there are very strict data privacy laws, and you can go online and check out, but basically it says that if you film people and post the stuff on social media, it's against the law. So whenever you see these street videos, people walking around, I've done them in the past, but I've always tried to blur as many people out as I can, especially children, because you don't want these things coming back to haunt you further down the line. But yeah, a lot of people walk around just filming everything. Doesn't matter who's in shot, and people are not giving their permission to be in those videos. Maybe I'm different, don't know, but that's what I do. Basically because of those privacy laws, and also to respect people's privacy. Now, we're going to go into the chat section. Before I do that, I'll put the email address on the screen, spainspeaks@gmail.com. If you've got a picture to send through, like this one that I'm going to put up on the backdrop here, which is also from Murray, and it's Granada again. We saw another picture from Murray the other day, which was a landscape shot. This is of the Alhambra, I believe, down there in Granada, one of the most popular tourist destinations in Spain. And Murray sure has chosen a nice day, at least with a clear blue sky, to take this photo of the magnificent architecture that you can find in the city of Granada. Similar picture, spainspeaks@gmail.com is the place to send it to. Like button's going on the screen now. If you haven't hit the like button yet, please do so. Currently at 50 likes. We'll see if we can get up to a decent tally today. Let's see. So hit that like button, please, too. Now, into the chat section. Let me open it up. Let me scroll up to the top, see what's going on. Osawakit saying, Happy Thanksgiving from Oregon. Yes, Thanksgiving Day today. A big happy Thanksgiving to all of the US viewers. I'm sure that there are not many viewing today given the holiday status. And I'm curious, is Thanksgiving a lunch or a dinner? Let us know what time of the day you celebrate it. Let us know. High Flyer John coming in from southeast London, wishing everyone the best. Richard also coming in from England as well, North Yorkshire, hoping everyone is well. Like number 7. Paul Gerard made it this evening. Thanks, Paul, for popping in. Tony coming in from the UK too, Ashford to be precise, hoping all is well also. Amanda coming in from Shropshire, again wishing people a happy I hope everyone is having a peaceful evening, says Amanda. And also happy Thanksgiving to people that might be celebrating it. Grant coming in from Sierra. They're in Asturias. Nice day there today, according to Grant, up there. Let's hope it stays that way. Hi Stu, says Ricardo. Morris or Maurice coming in as well. Smiley face emoji with some sunglasses on. Rosemary coming in, with an emoji, pink hand waving apparently. Can't see the emojis on my end, but I'll check it out later. Exploring with Jen coming in from Valencia. Hoping everyone is well. Good to see you, Jen. Maui leaving Alcoy for 22 euros an hour in Catalonia. Yeah, Maui's had some issues getting a decent pay packet in Alcoy, down there in the Valencian community, deciding to move to Catalonia. Better salaries. Might be more expensive there as well. Not sure where you're going to, Maui. Let us know. And also let us know how you get on with the move. Sani coming in, saying hello to everyone also from Basingstoke. James and Kathy coming in from a sunny Worcester, where they spent the day log stacking for the log burner over winter. Hoping everyone is well. Looking forward to getting back to Spain soon. Heidi coming in from Madrid. Happy Thanksgiving to viewers across the pond from a chilly Madrid. It is chilly, isn't it, at the moment, especially the nights. Alan also saying happy Thanksgiving Day to all my American friends desde El Puerto. Stephen also coming in here from the UK, enjoying the walkabouts in some of the Spanish towns. Interesting. Keep up the good work, mate. Thank you very much, Stephen. Will do. Dave is cold. Brr, he says. Brr. Yes, in Madrid. Don't worry, Dave. Soon back in Florida, where it's most likely in the mid to high 20s, right? Manuel coming in from Portugal, Azores, the Azores, they would say in Spanish, the Azores, I think. Good to see you, Manuel. Not sure if it's your first time, but if it is, welcome. Steve coming in from a damp and dull and miserable Ireland. Can't wait to help Ireland with the immigration problem. I'm emigrating to Spain ASAP. Thanks, Steve. I saw there was a problem today. Was there some type of crime in Dublin, which is making the press here? Yeah, not good, not good, not good. So if the lottery number comes up, says Heidi, will they pay up? Don't know. It might jeopardize the integrity, which I'm sure that's what you want to say. Jeopardize the future lottery here in Spain. Well, if it does, Heidi, it'll have to be the end of the lottery, right? It will have to be the end. Because if the artificial intelligence can guess the number of a random lottery, I can't see it having a future. But I could be wrong. Flutter Girl coming in from Toronto. ChatGPT for the lottery has not been used in Canada yet, as far as I know. Or maybe it hasn't been made public. Maybe someone's been pocketing the lottery for the last couple of months, but not telling anyone because they were onto a good thing. Don't know. But here the cat's out of the bag. Andrew coming in from Southeast London. I think we have another Southeast London viewer also in the chat. Hoping I'm well. Thanks, Andrew, for that. 11 million on Fairmere. That was it. The 11th of March. That was. I remember I was travelling on the metro at the time, and when I came out of the metro, I heard all of the kerfuffle. Terrible day in Madrid. Alan's saying that some years ago, the largest maker of fortune cookies published a lottery number. It was the winning number with a $50 million jackpot, I think that is. But so many people played the number that they only won 500 after the split. Yeah, here the numbers are limited. There's only a certain amount in the series. So but as we saw, I don't know whether they would be able to pay out or not, or what the future of the lottery would be. Jimbo saying that sports correspondent Jimbo saying that Australia lost the cricket T20 against India. Never mind. We're world champions, right? Who cares about a T20? Who cares? What's with all the riots in Madrid, says Michael? Well, people are not happy with what the government is doing. It's as simple as that. They're unionists that want to see the country as a one union, but they feel that the government is only listening to people that want to separate from the country. The Prime Minister says that he's doing what he thinks is best for the country as a whole, but some people don't agree with him. That is why they are protesting every evening. And of course, we saw that radical element in there that we know which way they think. What else? Let's have a look. Zane coming in from New Zealand, I imagine. Kia ora, I should say, from Aotearoa. Yeah, that's it. Good to see you, Zane. What else we got going on here? Ricardo, I missed you. Haven't been for a while, but the whole family watching from a hot Cape Town. Summer down there almost, right? If it isn't, is it summer yet? Don't know. Maybe in a couple of few days' time. Traditionally, getting back to the Thanksgiving, more of a dinner meal. But I know quite a few families who eat the Thanksgiving meal around 3 p.m. Quite a big meal, isn't it, the Thanksgiving? From what I've seen in movies and television shows, because, of course, only celebrated in the States. Or Canada, do they celebrate? I don't know. Mike coming in from Portland, Oregon, suburb. Hello, amazing weather today, 10 degrees Celsius, sunny and clear, Thanksgiving Day or Turkey Day. That's right, because, the turkey is the main meal, right? Makesh saying that if ChatGPT picks the right number, artificial intelligence deserves to earn the winnings, he says. There we go. Thanks, Makesh, for that. It'll be interesting to see, won't it? We've got to wait until the 22nd to see what's going on. Zane's going for a Friday morning swim along the coast under the belt. Now a good coffee. South Pacific is great, especially this time of the year, Zane. I imagine it is great. I imagine it's great being able to swim in those clean waters there off the coast of Orewa, I think it is, where you come from. If you're still there, let us know. Mimi, super chat. Thank you very much, Mimi. All is due. Celebramos y comemos todo el día en Thanksgiving. Todo el día, says Mimi. Also from Oregon. There we go. A lot of people from Oregon viewing today. Marianne coming in from Oakland, California. Thanksgiving with excellent wealth. There we go. And Peter lives in Wellington, New Zealand. We want to retire to Roquetas del Mar because of Brexit. We've decided to move to Cork in June next year. Going to do 5 years to get the Euro passport. There we go. That's probably a good idea if you've got time on your side. Moving to the Republic of Ireland to get that European passport. Sounds like a good plan, Pete. Sounds like a good plan. Makesh, not from the US, but the best thing to come from Thanksgiving jargon is the pumpkin pies. Amazing. Pumpkin pie. Yeah. And Stephen coming in from a cold and windy and wet North London. And Zane saying, yeah, still in Orewa. I think that's how you pronounce it. Can't really remember, Zane. It's been a long time since I was in that part of the world. As you know, long time between drinks, bro. Absolutely. I've meant to get down to New Zealand. I mean to get down there a lot, but unfortunately, by the time I get to Perth, and I look how far away New Zealand is from Perth, it's another long trip. So I'll put it off for the time being, but maybe you guys will head over here one time. Let's see. And Paul, make sure that you will not be required to give up your New Zealand citizenship. So some advice there from Paul. Yeah, you want to be able to hold on to both at the end of the day, right? I think a lot of people do, even though technically you are required in some cases to give it up. Hold on to it probably would be what a lot of people do. But anyway, we'll see. Now, that's the end of the live stream for this evening. It's almost the 30-minute mark, so I'm going to wrap it up. So thanks for watching. I'll be back again on Sunday with another live stream. Hope to see you then. Until Sunday, hasta luego, adiós, bye bye.